Many oranges are actually green. Although we assume that all oranges are orange because of their name, the fruits are mostly green when ripe thanks to the abundant chlorophyll. In South America and other tropical regions, oranges are green all year round. But in the USA, where the weather is colder, oranges lose their chlorophyll and take on the color that matches their name. And because North American shoppers are used to oranges that are actually orange, imported fruit is either exposed to ethylene gas or shocked with cold water to remove the chlorophyll.
A sloth's fart doesn't stink. The sloth's gut produces methane, but instead of being released out of the bum in the usual humorous, stinky way, the methane is absorbed into the blood. So there's absolutely no point in blaming a bad smell on these slow-moving mammals. They could let off all they want, and you'd be none the wiser. The Eiffel Tower gets taller in the summer. Due to a process what boffins would call thermal expansion, the Paris landmark gains a few centimeters in the hot weather. The heat from the sun makes the metals used to stretch ever so slightly, but in the winter it returns to its original height. Vive la science! 350 slices of pizza are eaten in the USA every second. The average American eats about 46 slices of pizza a year. If you're thinking about having a slice of pizza, remember to choose a healthy topping if you can. The human heart beats about 100,000 times a day. That means your ticker will beat around 36,500,000 times in a year. Count them if you don't believe us. Yes, we'll wait. Lionel Messi's first contract was on a paper napkin. When he was just 12 years old, Messi played in a trial for Barcelona. Carlos Rexach, who worked for the team, thought he was going to be a star and got him to sign a contract on a paper napkin to make sure he'd be part of the team. It's now in a frame which belongs to football agent Horatio Gaggioli. Must be worth a few quid at least. The chances of getting a hole-in-one at golf aren't that small. If you're a fan of golf, then you'll know getting a hole-in-one is the most exciting thing ever. The chances of getting on are around $12,500 to 1. Tiger Woods got his first aged 8. There's a Lego bridge in Germany. In Wuppertal, there is an old bridge which has been painted to look as though it's made out of Lego bricks. The Lego Brücke, as it's known, was repainted by the street artist Martin Heuvold and his team and looks amazing. We don't think an actual Lego bridge would take the weight of lots of cars. Bees sometimes sting other bees. They don't mean to, but sometimes, when they try to defend their nests from intruders, they accidentally sting other bees. Ouch! Astronauts say that space smells like hot meat. In a video, NASA astronaut Tony Antonelli said that space smells strong and unique. He said he has never smelled anything like it on Earth. Others have described the smell as seared steak and raspberries. Smoky and bitter. Delicious outer space. The Australian government once banned the word mate for a day. In 2005, the word mate was banned in the Australian Federal Parliament. The ban was revoked within 24 hours after people said it was ridiculous. The moon has moonquakes. Shallow moonquakes are caused when the moon's crust slips and cracks due to the gradual shrinking of the moon when it cools. Meteors can also cause quakes when they crash into the surface of the moon. No word in the English language rhymes with month. Other words with no rhyme include purple, silver, pint, ninth, wolf, opus, dangerous, and marathon. A little plastic tube at the end of a shoelace is called an aglet. Aglets are usually plastic or metal, and they are designed to stop your shoelaces from fraying. That's all there is to tell you about that. We told you the facts were mostly pointless. Don't blame us. Bears don't poo during hibernation. They also don't eat, drink, or wee. So once they are all snug in their cave, bears form a kind of plug for their bottom made out of their bedding, which is pretty gross but seems to work. Barbie's full name is Barbara Millicent Roberts. In some novels published in the 1960s, Barbie's parents' names were given as George and Margaret Roberts, and apparently they all lived in the fictional town of Willows, Wisconsin. Don't be fooled by the improbable proportions that she got. She's just Barbie from the Willows. In Major League Baseball, the bases are exactly 90 feet apart. This rule has been in place since 1877 and was created by the National League. The straightest line a batter would run is called the baseline, but players tend to run in a curved direction in order to make it to the fourth base without losing their pace. It's all very exciting. Information in your brain can travel faster than a Formula One car. The neurons in your brain transfer vital information from cell to cell at 268 miles per hour. Formula One cars can reach speeds of up to 220 miles per hour. Both are quite fast, we think you'll agree. Rhubarb can spring up so fast that you can actually hear it grow. The buds of the plant cracking open make the sound, which is a sort of creaking and groaning. During the growing season, some people say it sounds a bit like, "The rhubarb is singing." We don't know what song the rhubarb is singing, but our guess is, "Let's get ready to crumble." A group of jellyfish is called a smack. Of course it is. There are loads of other excellent collective nouns for groups of animals. For example, a cauldron of bats, a coalition of cheetahs, and a rumba of rattlesnakes. If you're surrounded by a rattlesnake rumba, you might say your rumba's up, although you'd probably forego wordplay and just scream your head off. An ostrich's eye is bigger than its brain. An ostrich is the biggest bird in the world, and it has the largest eyes in the whole animal kingdom. That's right, its eyes are bigger than its brain. Having said that, its brain isn't that big. An ostrich's eyes are about 2 inches or 5 centimeters in diameter, which is around the size of a ping-pong ball. The chicken and the ostrich are the closest living relatives of the Tyrannosaurus rex. In 2003, scientists used collagen in ancient dinosaur remains to figure this out. They had suspected the dino-ness of birds for a long time, and finally here was actual evidence. Before this discovery, many experts believed that dinosaurs were giant reptiles, but it turns out they were basically massive chickens. A thought that makes Jurassic Park a little less scary, or maybe even more scary. A blob of toothpaste is called a nurdle. Nobody is quite sure where the word nurdle originated, a fact as useless as the word. The average yawn lasts 6 seconds. Humans also yawn on average 20 times per day, so in total that's 120 seconds, or 2 whole minutes, you spend yawning each day. Yawning is contagious, so even reading this and thinking about yawning might make you yawn. Bet you a zillion quid you just yawned. Are we right?